Action.
That ball's pretty grubby, mate.
I know. We've done a lot of reacts, man. Welcome to the Waiting Room Reacts. You're back again.
Yeah, I mean, how do you think people react to me? Seeing my face?
I know, because Rachel's not here.
I know, and it's past Halloween, but you're still putting up videos with a skeleton on the podcast.
Got to do what we got to do.
It's not like I refuse to take off this mask, to take off my makeup or anything. But, yeah.
Oh, what? It's a real skeleton, right?
Snarf!
Anyway, what are we looking at today, man?
We're looking at Dune.
Dune Prophecy. So it's a TV series coming to HBO Max November 17th.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch the new movie.
You haven't?
I'm not into Dune that much.
Really?
No, because a band I really like, they tried to name a song called Dune.
Mm.
And they said, no, we don't like heavy metal. And they had to go with something else.
I
don't like that song.
said no.
That's right. And I watched the first original Dune film years ago, and it's alright, and it's quite funny.
Right? Yeah.
And I quite like lore. Like, I like Lord of the Rings, and I'm into that lore. But Dune lore, I don't know, it never gripped me.
Yeah.
But I like that first film, it was pretty good. With, what's that guy's name? The lead actor. He's French.
Oh, hang on. We were talking like the old...
No, the newest one. Charlemagne, something Charles. Timothy Chalamet,
yeah.
He was good. I saw him in a cannibal movie recently.
So you only saw the first one?
Yeah, I haven't seen the newest one. Is this anything to do with the films?
Well, it's the Dune universe.
Okay.
So this one is set 10,000 years before that story.
Oh, okay.
So let's check out the trailer and we'll chat about it, okay?
I'll let you know what I think.
We've never seen a force like this. The Sisterhood draws women from many worlds to advance our species and govern the future. The Imperium is fragile. The great houses fight for control. Now is the time to secure the throne and protect the Imperium.
This endangers everything. There are secrets we have gone to great lengths to keep.
The Imperium is a circus of fear and rumor. I'm surrounded by vipers.
Ooh, Mark Strong.
If I lose control of Arrakis, the great houses
That
will
guy.
feed me to the worm.
Your Majesty, the troubles are far greater than just Arrakis. There's a war hidden in plain sight. I'm the only one that can tell you the truth.
What do you want?
To wipe out every trace of the sisters from our worlds. That is why I've been gifted a great power.
Consider me a true believer.
We've never seen a force like this. This could destroy the Imperium. We must act.
I see the corruption in your heart. Same way I see the blood trailing your every step.
Take out your blade.
This is madness.
The reckoning is here.
I run a school for young women. We're not a threat to anyone.
So, HBO Max, November 17th, Dune Prophecy. It's going to be a 6-part series, I think. What do you think?
Alright, well, watching that, as I said, I'm not a massive Dune head. And it's done by HBO. So the first thing I noticed was it's done by HBO.
Yeah.
Now, HBO has been very well known for doing amazing TV shows. You know, Sopranos and things like that.
Yep.
That was The Wire. And then they had this little show called Game of Thrones, which became really successful.
Yep.
That reminded me a lot of, like, you know, Game of Thrones was, let's make everything Game of Thrones-y.
I'm getting Game of Thrones vibes here, right?
Yeah. And Game of Thrones, as we know, ended horribly. Not on HBO's fault, but because of the director's fault, whatever.
Yep.
I don't know, is that anything to do with the actual lore of the...
Apparently this one is. So there's how many books done. So
Got it. I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, but like I said, well, here's a quick premise for it. So set 10,000 years before the events of Dune, the series follows the sisters Valya and Tua Harkonnen as they combat forces that threaten the future of humanity and establish the fabled sect known as the Bene Gesserit.
All right, I've heard the Bene Gesserit because that was in a song that I like. Well, I don't like, from a band
called Iron Maiden.
That's right.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know. So I'm a little bit. I just mentioned just now I like Lord of the Rings, and old what were they called? God, Amazon did a TV series.
Yes.
The Rings of Power. And
did you watch that?
Oh my! I watched the first series. I was so excited for like a really high budget. Now the lead actress is a Welsh woman.
I'm with you on that.
Welsh woman.
Welsh.
That's right. And I originally came from Wales, back in those skeletal days.
Yep.
And hearing her abuse her Welsh accent to sing Sargon. And then they took a lot of liberties with the story, where things that is like, it's established, this is what happened, this is what it is.
Yeah, right.
And they just, okay, what? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay, that's fine. Sometimes you have to change a character to make it fit with the series or whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
But they did it for no reason. I haven't even bothered to watch the second series because I heard something. I was like, no, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
So I don't know about Dune, how, like, people are into the lore or whatever.
Yeah.
But that, I don't know. I didn't understand anything that's going on because I have no idea what they're talking about. I know the lead actress, Emily something.
Well, do you remember any of the Bene Gesserit stuff from the Dune movie you did watch?
Not really. It just all went off my head.
Okay, because this is what seems to be mainly centering on the starting of that sect of the Bene Gesserit.
What is that, Bene Gesserit?
Well, they're kind of like cyber witches in a way, I guess.
Oh, I see. Because even in Dune, I know that. See, whenever I watch Dune, I want to watch the Tremors, the Grab Boys.
Yeah,
that's more fun for me.
Fair enough.
You know, I just want to see those guys. Like, what's up with the worm in?
Well, see, that's the thing. So me and Rachel looked at this a few months ago when there was just like a little teaser.
Okay.
They didn't really show much at all, so I didn't know. It's like there's going to be worms in it. So are they going to be on?
Is
Dune?
someone controlling the worm or something?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. What about in the Dune films?
What?
Is someone controlling the worm? I don't know.
Well, you have to watch that film, don't you?
I'll watch it.
You're not going to watch it?
I don't know. It seems okay, but it seems like clearly they're trying to go on the Game of Thrones thing.
Yeah.
And I did just watch the House of the Dragon, which the first season I quite enjoyed.
Yeah.
And then the second one is just a lot of like people standing around in dark corners looking moody, and then nothing happens. And like it's like they run, like they're too afraid to do it. They're too afraid to lose because what happened with the Game of Thrones. They're too afraid to throw it away by doing everything at once. So they're trying to stretch it out a little bit, and it just makes it not as good. I don't know. That one didn't offend me either, but it looked really good. Like
I'm quite impressed. Like the effects wise,
right? They put a lot of money behind it, which is good. But a lot, Mark Strong. I like Mark Strong. He's a good actor, British guy.
Travis Fimmel. Are you?
Who's
you know
that?
him?
No.
Did you see the guy? Kind of the
I do. Who's he?
Australian actor. You'd never watched the Vikings?
I've heard about it. I haven't watched it. No.
Oh man, that is amazing. And you know what? Seeing him in this is like I'm sold.
Okay.
I'm sold.
It looked awesome. The effects look amazing. But I don't know, because I'm not into doing that much. It's not as appealing to me because it's like having to like, who's this? What's that? Etc.
Yeah.
But I would have to watch the other film, the next film again to check it out. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a skill.
Mhm.
Like I think Dune is really popular.
Yeah.
But there's an art to like having a complex thing and simplifying it.
Mhm, mhm.
For example, like Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Is really rich with like detail and things like that. But at the
Mhm.
center of it is a simple, easy to follow along story.
Right. Yeah.
And with Dune, there's just a lot of words you're like, the what of what? And because
yeah, if you're not into
yeah,
it, then it's yeah.
So and it's I don't know unless it seems like you either be into it or you haven't been.
Mm.
And with TV shows, the whole point is that like a film, it can be more cinematic and
Right. Yeah.
the story's not as important as the everything else. I would
Mhm,
say
mhm.
with a TV show, it's all about like that juicy plot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what happened next? Whatever.
Mhm.
And I don't know sure if Dune can do that.
And can they do it in 6 episodes?
6 episodes too. Game of Thrones is a really deep thing as well.
Yeah.
But it had all the, it's quite fun because it's like backstabbing, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And if Dune's going to do that, then it's just going to be a Game of Thrones, Dune, Game of Thrones, isn't it?
It does have that vibe.
Yeah, they've got to find another way to be more interesting.
Yeah,
But I can't see how they can do that without being like, oh, who's his dad? Who's his? And it's like, but it's in I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Not offensive, but if you're into Dune, you either loved it or hated it. But
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
true.
good.
That's
It looks impressive effects wise.
Mhm.
But
I'm in for this one. I think I will be. And actually, well, by the time this is out,
yeah,
it will be November, so it might be a few days away.
I see.
I'm going to be in for it. You're, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to watch the next film.
Yeah. I would guarantee you should watch the second one. So.
Yeah, I didn't mind the first one. I just,
Yeah.
like I said, it's just some reason it goes over my head.
Mhm.
Whereas, like, usually I'm into, like, lore and stuff like that. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But Dune never hooked me. The books, I tried to read the books when I was a kid.
I've always thought, like, I'm going to try and get around to, but I never do. Like,
I did when I was a kid. I read a lot of stuff. And, like, Lord of the Rings, I picked up and I never put it down.
Yeah.
And even
you know what ruined Lord of the Rings for me?
What?
So I watched the movies and then read the books.
That's
and
fine.
then so everybody is a
Yeah.
Hollywood actor in my head.
That's a shame actually because the experience of reading those books when I was
A
young.
lot of singing though. Or was that The Hobbit?
Yeah, Hobbit and
Hobbit and
Lord of the Rings too as well. Well, that's the thing. It's like a tangent that goes off on stuff, but like I said, it's not about simple storytelling.
Mhm.
Lord of the Rings is really like the English.
Yeah.
The way it's written is just excellent. Even like, ever seen the beginning of Lord of the Rings? The way it's worded.
Yeah.
Like explaining. They break it down to Sauron did this, whatever.
Mhm.
That's a really good mix of a guy who wrote an amazing dialogue.
Yeah.
With then Peter Jackson,
Mhm.
and those guys put it in just a really easily digestible way.
Yeah.
Even though you're still learning a lot.
Right.
You're getting a lot of names, but it's so easy to follow along with.
Yeah.
And I think Dune just doesn't. It doesn't have that, and it's just not. There's not like it doesn't have the lightsabers of Star Wars.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the the stuff that
it's got worms.
Yeah, but it's got a big worm, but
which we'll see. Is this gonna even show that much?
But the worm is under the ground. You can't really see it,
Mm.
and I'd rather see Kevin Bacon chasing it around than
and saving the village by dancing.
Man, Tremors. I want to watch Tremors now. Tremors is great. Yeah, like I said, I'm not offensive. I think, but like I said, it looks like a good budget.
Yeah.
They got a good Emily Watson, I think her name is.
That's it. Emily Watson.
Emily Watson.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you see the rest of the cast? Is anyone else there?
Let me just bring that back up.
Once again, I don't want to say that the cast is that important, but in modern times, if people are really invested into it, they stack the cast quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Emily Watson.
That's it. Yeah. The other names don't ring a bell, but definitely Mark Strong as he's a great actor. I think he's very, very good.
Yeah.
And like I said, he went off the rails a little bit. He stopped doing stuff, and I was like, he's really, really good. It's a waste of an actor. I mean, he's very good. Yeah, but
there's a whole bunch of people there.
Well, actually, because Mark Strong's in it, I actually am quite interested in it.
Yeah.
But and it's HBO. So I've got a bunch of other HBO shows that I need to watch,
Yeah.
and I do like to watch Boardwalk Empire once a year.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite shows ever. I think you cannot top that. Dune, good luck, because if you can make Boardwalk Empire is a good example
Mhm.
of a simple story, but then they enrich it with other characters and other things they add into it.
Yep.
Whereas this has already got the backstory and all this stuff,
Mhm.
and they got to try and simplify it without losing.
We'll see if
Which
they
is
can do
harder
it.
than the opposite way to do it, right? It's
Yeah.
much harder. But yeah, I don't know. I might check it out.
Yeah. I'm in for it. Guys, tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about Skeletor hanging around.
Yeah.
Hey, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a comment. If you want to send us a message or you want us to react to something else, send us an email at thewaitingroomjpn@gmail.com or Instagram at thewaitingroomjpn. Until then,
Was that my line?
no, but would you like to say it again?
Yes. The
Instagram.
waiting room at JPN and no He-Man. I need to
That's your one,
say
right?
that one.
Okay, fair enough. All right, guys. Once again, take it easy.